Thank you for joining me, as this one is a bit of a spicy one. Why disconnected CEOs kill culture and how to fix it. So let me run you through it, if my Mac would like to play nice with me. So this is for you. If you're the face of your brand, you've never actually stepped inside. Now, most people will acquire a business or they'll have a business and they've never actually gone through any of the sales funnel. They've never gone through any of the procedures. They just don't understand it. They feel like they are the business, but they're far from it. And we see quite often when we engage with corporate companies that are listed on the ASX that are just so disconnected from where they need to be and how they actually present themselves within the culture and online. So most CEOs are playing cosplay leadership. They show up for the earning calls, not team huddles. They post about values they've never actually lived. So we see it on LinkedIn a lot. We see CEOs talk about their team, pump their own brakes. They discuss how they've innovated the industry and done all these other things. And the people within the culture actually know that this isn't true. And this might really hurt a lot of people when I run through all these 5 key points, because they're going to really sting when you read them, break them down, and start reflecting on your culture, or you as a CEO look at this and go, oh, well, I do some of those. And we do. I mean, naturally, people are a little bit scared to tell CEOs that, hey, this is the reason why, because XYZ, and we'll get into them. The mistake is thinking culture trickles down from strategy. Nah, it rises from presence. And if you're not in the room, don't be shocked when no one follows your lead. I see it a lot. I've sat in some marketing meetings where CEOs are banging off all these ideas and the team is just not into it. The marketing team's not into it, sales team's not into it. Even the HR's looking at it going, wow, you really just don't know actually what's going on or where we're heading. Some might say it's closed mind thinking. Others might just say you really are disconnected. So we're going to get through these. What it leads to: a brand that's loud online but dead inside. So campaign spending huge money on the sales team, creating events, but what ends up happening? Culture's dead, burnt out from the inside, and it looks great on the internet. It looks great in the public's eye, but it is painful to go to work and show up and give your best. Your team's checked out, your community smells the discounts, and eventually the whole thing cracks quietly from inside out. We see the CEO that's so disconnected, wants the revenue, always putting products or services on sale, always trying to run a discount, trying to bulk sell, and it is just destroying the business from the inside out, because no one will stand up to the CEO and say, hey, you're actually destroying your own business and the hard work that you've done. So my 5 key points to take away: culture isn't a slide deck, it's a living thing. Unlike this slide deck, this is just my presentation in a relaxed environment, so you understand my thinking and the way I look at things. Like a campfire, if you're not tending to it, it dies. Show up, unannounced, listen more than you talk. I actually have a Zoom Fathom that records my meetings, and I often reflect on that to see how much I'm actually listening to a new client or in a meeting. Am I talking too much? Am I actually being proactive? Learn to listen. Learn to see people's frustrations in the way they deliver their sentence and their body language, and understand from that point what you need to do and shift to support your team to bring them to their best. If you're not visible, you're not believable. Metaphor: like a ghost CEO, everyone knows your name, no one feels your presence. Join one culture moment a week. Get involved. You don't have to do the work. You don't have to write the emails, but get back to where it all started and understand what it's about, what the frustration is, what their bottlenecks are to get campaigns live, to close more sales, to create events. Understand that perspective, so that way when they present to you a campaign or a sales pitch or what we're going to do to drive more revenue or how to grow and scale the business, you understand that they got there because of XYZ. You know the hurdles that they encountered. Will this work? Is it calculated? Is it not? Instead of sitting there and just shooting off, no, 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 you're not listening to me. You want to be sitting there going, yeah, I understand why you did that, and I can see that trend happening in the marketing, or yeah, that's a great idea for sales. Let's not discount it. Let's put, a gift with purchase. Let's move. Let's shift and change. Let's pivot. Let's understand what's happening. Brand is built in the trenches, not the tower. You can't lead the street parade from the penthouse. Spend a day, a month inside your own customer experience. Super important that we understand what the customer experience is before we try to reinvent new things, add new products to catch up on revenue, sales, or growth, or the cracks that we have in our business. Know what's happening along that. We do it with our sales pipeline. When a lead comes down our pipeline, we can always see where the friction points are and what they didn't get enough of and how to improve that. And you want to be doing that with your customers' experience. You want to know why they stopped purchasing that. You want to know why they only purchase on discounts. So you want to know what made them stop loving the business, the brand, the company, your services. You need to really understand the customer's experience. Yes, you might have built a $10 million company, but if you don't understand the customer's experience, that is your oxygen for more growth and more scale. Ask better questions, get deep loyalty. Leadership isn't giving answers, it's creating mirrors. Ask what you do. We say we value, but don't actually do. Live by your word. So by the time we get to the end of this, I will simply tell you that this is educational. This is our lead magnet. This just gives you an insight of how our business operates, what we know, how we approach things, and what it's about is helping ultimately. And this is something that we stick by. This is our value. This is what, we're about. We're about giving answers, and also backing them with content and assets and really driving that towards people so they go, oh, you know what? I get this. I am the owner and founder of Affluent Media. This sits everywhere in our email pipelines, our marketing, our YouTube, our website. These are assets for people to download. This is an asset to learn something. It may turn into a short course one day where I just run through all these things. But ultimately, it's about really, really what we do here. It's understanding businesses from a deep level and helping them get out of that trench and walking through the process with them. Culture doesn't scale, presence does. You're not replicating a vibe, you're replicating behavior. Lead in ways your team can copy. So my biggest thing is when I hire people for our team and our scale, we went from 2 people to 10 people in under 12 months. And what it was about me putting the right people in the right position and letting them be them. I didn't want to be the micromanager of all their positions. We run an 80-20 test on everything that we do, and we run split tests on all our landing pages and creatives and videos and understanding data, as we're very focused, driven on data. And those are the people that I brought in. And ultimately, that is my pillar that I have part of my business, where we're data driven, understands each person's ability, and if not, how do we support them to get there? And it's not about supporting them by checking in every 15 minutes or every hour, but giving them the tools and the options to make mistakes and learn from them on the field. If your team doesn't feel you, your culture won't follow you. So I have people that work for me that are extremely passionate, more passionate than me. I mean, I'll speak to a lot of business owners or corporate companies and say, oh, they just don't love it the way we do. They don't love it because they're not on the same wage as you. They don't love it because of how you deliver yourself in board meetings. They don't love it because you just don't show up for the company. You show up to make more revenue and more growth. Yes, it is a backbone of a business, and without you, they wouldn't have a wage. I get that. We can go into that on a business side, but it all stems with one another. Businesses have so many cogs that we need to make sure that they're all working correctly. And it's important that we do this with, I do a Loom video with my team on a Monday. I run through everything that's happening, expectations, what's priority, what's not. And anything that I do, I generally do it on Loom, so that way they can see it, just like you see this video. And it just gives them clarity. They can touch base on it. If they feel like I've missaid something, they can question me on it, and we just get the right answer in the room to move forward. If it hits home and you're ready to reconnect with your brand from the inside out, scroll down below and book and let's talk. Well, there's pretty much my soft close to all of this. We can jump on a 15-minute call below where we can dive into your business, what bottlenecks you're seeing or things that you might want to share with me, and say, hey, Frankie, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? If you just want to pick my brain more about this slide or any other sort of business related content creation, marketing, sales pipeline, find the time below and let's jump on a call, see if we can help you.